Hey everyone, today we're going to listen to another introductory speech of Shri Mataji's. In a lot of her introductory speeches, she says a couple of things that really help clear our left and right channels. I'll cover that after the speech. Let's get started. Let's raise our kundalini and put on a bandhan. Now during the speech, we can listen or we can meditate. Either way, let's just try and keep our awareness here at the top of the head.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. I'm very thankful to Mr. Henry Sang for addressing you and introducing me to you. That's very kind of him. It is one of the very rare occasions where I've seen people in authority have understood my work and have tried to help me. Whatever he said is really very remarkable, that all these greater people like Lao Tse, who started Taoism, Buddha, who was teaching Buddhism, all of them talked about the oneness of human being with the nature. And if you cannot combine nature with yourself, then you cannot be called as an evolved soul. In that thing, I was telling him about Yangtze River, where he comes from the same state, Yangtze. That Yangtze River I've traveled through with my husband, and it's the one Lao Tse has used for describing a human ascent. It's a river which goes in different angles and makes lots of currents, and is very dangerous to ply through that. But they are having now a tourist arrangement to go through that, and my husband, as he was in the maritime, they invited us to see that. So in that the message was that, you see, you are passing through a very beautiful land. You see across the banks beautiful trees and very beautiful mountains, which you see in the paintings of Chinese. They are really like that. But you should not get lost. You have to go further. You can watch all these beautiful scenes, sit down there, enjoy yourself, but still you have to go with the stream. And then you go further and further. He described it very well in his Tao. Tao means that it is. And it started showing such beautiful scenes sometimes that I really felt I should get out of the boat and sit down there. But he was meaning that in your meditation, when you are moving, you should not get tempted by this outward fascination of nature also, but you enjoy, be one with it, you just see it, enjoy it. And then he says that the river flows closer to the sea, that is the ultimate aim of the river. Then she becomes absolutely silent and she splits out, and then gradually she moves towards the sea. It's such a beautiful description And I have seen it myself, and I can understand the poet, how he wanted to communicate that how the nature should teach us how to be meditative within ourselves. Buddha always talked about the central path, and also he always said that our character is the mainstay. If you don't have good character, then it is very difficult to ascend. These were the days when really this was the position. In India, there were horrible, cruel kings, and then they were killing people for just for land or something. This was so much in India that Buddha, if he had not come, it would not have stopped. And gradually, when the awakening came within them that this is something wrong they are doing, they should not kill human beings for just getting some land. What is the use of this thing? Ultimately, one king saw the blood flowing through one river, and he got such a repentance about what he had done that he went to Buddha and told him that, "Sir, please save me. I'm really very guilty about what I've been doing, and I don't think I can live any longer with this guilt." So Buddha pacified him and he became a Buddhist. Now in Sahaja Yoga, we have a way by which we become one with reality, one with this all-pervading power. So the first point is the truth is this, that you are not this body, this mind, or this ego or your conditionings. But what you are a pure spirit, which is said by Christ, said by all these great prophets, everybody has said that. And then second truth is that there is an all-pervading power of divine love. You see the flowers of Sydney, so beautiful, one better than the other, and see how they have grown. We never think that there's some miracle about them. It is a miracle the way they have grown out of the Mother Earth in such a beauty. After all, we cannot do that. Mother Earth has done it, and we take all those living works for granted. We don't even think who runs our heart. We don't even think who digests our food. What is that energy which does all these things, which controls our heights and everything else that is living? So there is a power of all-pervading love. And that is the one which really has created us. And that is the one which is going to give us our realization. This energy that is within us is what we call as the Kundalini, he must have told you about it, is the reflection of this all-pervading power, which is settled in our sacrum bone. Sacrum, as you know, is called sacred by the people who were Greeks. They were not Indians, and they called it sacred bone. I asked the curator, why do you call it a sacrum? He said, we were told it's a sacred bone and there's the energy of the mother inside it. I was amazed that these Greeks knew about it. And it's so surprising that for ancient times we knew about in India about this energy that is within us. But somehow or other it was the tradition not to talk about it or give self-realization to people en masse. Like one teacher will have only one student, one guru will have one disciple, that's all. And he would just select out of thousands and give realization to one and tell him the secret of Kundalini.
So Shri Mataji describes 2 points we should understand. The first point that helps clear our left side is that we are not this body and this mind, we're the spirit. If we are aware of our spirit, we stop identifying with all the things we think about ourselves from our past thoughts and conditionings. and our left side can really clear. The second point that helps clear our right side is that there is an all-pervading power around us. Shri Mataji tries to make us appreciate the world we live in. Look at the flowers, she says. Look at nature. Look at this human body. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We can't do anything like that. It's some other power that's done it. A power that's beyond our mental understanding. And if we can recognize there is a power that is greater than us, that makes everything we do possible on this earth, then we can humble down and really see the beauty of our existence. And the overactivity and futuristic thinking of our right side can clear. As Shri Mataji described, if you need to travel down a river, you can't get attached to the shores. Similarly, if you want to travel along your central channel, don't get attached to your thoughts of the past and future. Surrender the thoughts. Keep your attention at Sahasrara in the present moment. Let's again raise the Kundalini and put on a bandhan.